You think you know me.
That was actually I stopped talking as soon as she sees Natsuki has fallen asleep. Her cheeks are still red and the side of the cushion she's lying on is wet. She might have started crying as soon as I left the room. When she's sleeping, she really looks like a little innocent girl. I close the door slowly, trying not to wake Natsuki up. Yet somehow I managed to make just enough sound for her to wake up. She only opens one eye, looking at me while she remains still. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fall asleep. Don't worry, I don't mind. Natsuki looks at a wall, avoiding my eyes. Can you? Natsuki tries to ask me something but couldn't end the request. Luckily enough, I know what she was trying to ask beforehand. I turn the lights off and go to bed, carefully crawling to avoid touching Natsuki. Which itself is something stupid I just did without realizing it because of what she asked of me. Once I lie in bed, Natsuki turns around. There, we are facing each other. Yet, she quickly buries her face in my chest, not even allowing me more than a glance of her eyes. You're really warm and cozy. How can you almost make me forget everything that's happening? I wrap Natsuki in my arms once again. She doesn't react to that. Am I allowed to feel like this? You smell nice too. Natsuki has been a little off now, but knowing all that's been happening lately, I guess it's fine. Hey. Yes? Isn't it weird for you to see me like this? I've always been harsh on you, haven't I? I wouldn't say harsh, but I guess it's strange to see you being this clingy. I want to tell you, I thought at first you were coming near me just because I was a girl. I thought you were kind of disgusting, so at first I really meant all those insults. It's something I've always been doing, instinctively. Not only to you, but to everyone. And most of the time when I don't want to say those things, I still do. That's why I used to be all alone back then. And then the fact I liked manga didn't help at all, to be honest. Most of the time people who talked to me were boys. And they always wanted to get along with me just because I was a girl who happened to like manga. It's nice for you to meet people who you can talk with, but I don't want people to treat me better just because I'm a girl. That's why I kind of hid the fact that I love manga this much. But on that day, I had the urge to read the latest issue because I was waiting for it since last month. You found me then and you started talking to me. And it didn't matter how hard I insulted you, you just kept coming back for more. Or that's what I thought. But I soon realized you were there for me. You were there because you wanted to talk about manga. After the first 2 months, I started feeling that I wanted to meet you more often. I could be myself around you, and you have been there for all this time. Even now when I need someone the most, the only one here for me is you. Natsuki pushes her face towards my chest a little bit more. It's ironic, isn't it? The same one who rejected all those guys because she didn't want them to treat her better just because she was a girl. The same one who avoided relationships. That girl, she found someone different. Someone she can act like herself around. And she selfishly fell in love with that guy. Did she just confess her true feelings? I really don't know how to answer her. She's obviously waiting for an answer, but I'm probably not only surprised. I'm speechless. My brain is trying to escape this situation, but my heart already knows the answer. I inhale deeply and push Natsuki away a little. And I release my breath in one short sigh. What am I going to do with you? Why? It's hard to answer what you just asked, but well, I'll try my best. On what? On answering me? There's no need to think, really. You don't need to apologize. You deserve this for rejecting all those guys. No, silly. I will try my best to live up to your expectations. Natsuki stays still, frozen in place, and remains silent. I am probably the same. I feel like my heart is about to explode anytime soon. God, this is really difficult. You don't need to force yourself, Natsuki. I don't mind if you just can't say it right now. No, please. I made up my mind. I love you. There, I said it. I hope I'm applied to pass this test of strength again. Well then, I'll try to ask this as much as I can. Yeah, shut up. Natsuki hits me with her right hand in my chest. She separates from me a little and starts laughing. I can't help but laugh with her. This is the happiest moment I've ever had in my life. It's ironic how this is only possible thanks to that issue from before. Natsuki and I wake up. She woke up earlier than me, and when I do, I find her in my kitchen cooking something for breakfast. Would you like your toast with some butter or jelly? Nah, I'm good. Okay. Natsuki's cooking has always been nice, but so far I've only tasted her sweets. This is the first time I'm actually eating something like this coming from her. I'm kind of excited. There. Natsuki serves me a piece of toast with some fried eggs on the side. It is really simple, but the smell makes my nose go wild. Thanks, Natsuki. No problem. Natsuki takes a seat and puts her plate on the table. Her meal is the same as mine. I take a bite out of the egg and I take a bit of the egg and take a bite out of the toast. The two tastes explode in my mouth. Since I'm not good at cooking, my diet is mainly based on instant stuff. Something fresh and homemade always feels good. This is amazing, thanks. I just fried some eggs and used the toaster. What are you getting so worked up for? When was the last time you had something cooked? Is last year a good answer? Seriously? Last year? I mean, I can boil eggs and make some toast without blowing up the kitchen. So that's why besides all the 1 minute things, there was only bread and eggs. I'm really concerned about your health now. Good thing I got someone who can easily take care of that. Well, I sure can, but you should learn to cook by yourself. So from now on you'll be behind me, watching me do everything. No more sitting down at the table while Natsuki takes care of things. Am I clear? Yes, although I don't want to... Someone's at the door. And I know who's there. I look at the clock. Just to see it would be time for him. I remain silent, trying to buy some time. We've got an order to search the entire house. If you don't open this door, we will take it down by force. Hearing that threatening voice and realizing that staying silent won't bring anything, I go to the door. May I help you? As I stated yesterday, I'm here to bring my daughter back. Can I see the permit you've got? Sure thing. I guess that even if he's crazy, he knows how to play safe. He won't allow his name to get dirty at any cost. I can buy Natsuki some time with this. Excuse me, I can't understand this paper. Could you please explain to me what this is? Sir, if you do have my daughter in your house, we will add obstruction of justice to your sentence. Now if I may. Wait! Natsuki's father ignores and pushes me aside. As soon as I try to follow him, one of his companions grabs my left arm. Natsuki, please hide. Ah. Natsuki, I hear her scream. She is in pain. I try pulling as hard as I can to free myself from their grip. But everything is in vain. Not much later I see Natsuki and her father coming down the stairs. My vision turns red as I see Natsuki's face covered in shoe prints. This crazy guy just stepped on her, probably several times. This man has kidnapped my daughter and has hidden her in his room. Probably sexually assaulted her too. His third companion is taking notes. He asked about the shoe prints on Natsuki's face. I found her like this, so we should add aggression to the sentence too. I didn't do anything like that. Sure, and you didn't lie yesterday either, right? This is it. My mind is going blank. I couldn't protect Natsuki. I failed. And that's all there's to it. That's enough. Huh? I hear someone talking. Is it my imagination? You release her right now. No, there's someone here. I even recognize her voice. She's... Monika? What are you doing here? Don't worry anymore, Natsuki. We've got this. And you are? I'm Natsuki's friend and someone who will prove that you're violating the law with your actions. How so? Here, have a look at this. Monika hands a paper to the three cops. As soon as Natsuki's father grabs it, he releases Natsuki. She backs off from him and wipes her tears away. What's the meaning of this? This is impossible. How did you get this? I didn't get anything. You did. After all, you can only get married underage if you got your father's consent. But aren't we all 18 plus in this game? Whoopsie. Isn't that right? Married? Don't tell me. Of course. Congratulations on your engagement, Lopsa, Natsuki. Seriously, I should have known this was your plan all along. I can swear to you, this wasn't my plan at all. Monika then turns to Natsuki's father and continues speaking. Well, I don't think I have to explain why storming into your daughter's new home and accusing your son-in-law of committing crimes is a bad thing for you. So I think you should leave now. I'll kill you all. Natsuki's father returns to his car and leaves. One of his companions stays behind. He comes towards Natsuki and checks on her. He realizes that Steps has other injuries aside from the one in her face, and all of them are quite fresh. Before leaving, he offers Natsuki a tissue and tells her that they are going to investigate this further. He's probably on our side. Now that the three of us are alone, I look at Monika. What was that all? What was all that about? I haven't told you anything, so how did you know we were where we were. Well, I'm sure Natsuki knows why, so you should probably leave it at that. I do have an idea. At any rate, I also think we should leave it here. All wells that ends well, right, Monica? Right. Anyways, you got a honeymoon to celebrate. Wait, that was real? Seriously? Of course. Have fun. Monica halted it down the street, leaving both of us dumbfounded. Well, talk about a nuisance. Yeah. What do you mean by yeah? I'm the one having to suffer here. And I'm the one who has to deal with a dishonest girlfriend for the rest of his life. At least I'm honest enough to say what I feel about you. I've yet to hear from you. What? No way. Ah! You're not going to let me endure this embarrassment alone. Say it! I refuse. This is unfair. I grab Natsuki by her shoulders and make her face me. What I am going to do though is end this ceremony properly. Bring my face near Natsuki's, I close my eyes. What are you? Natsuki can't continue talking, and when she can, she decides to remain silent. There. Have I overdone myself? These kind of words raced through my mind as the silence continued. Suddenly an alarm goes off. It's from my phone. Oh, if we speed things up, we can still make it to the festival. Do you still want to go? Yeah, sure. Natsuki and I go back home to get our uniforms and the sweets, and we run towards school. We did think about what we could do to thank Monica, about what we will do in the future, about... And done! Natsuki's file is safe now. We did it. Everyone's safe. What is it? What? Monica? I kinda knew we were going to try to save her too. You're that kind of person after all. One that decided to search for a better ending over the net. And played the entire game, not only fully, but even more. It couldn't be helped, could it? I don't know how much I can help you this time. Guess that makes this the last step of in this game? It's kind of ironic how this is the final stage. Stay safe, I'll be there for you.